Here's the kick. It's up. It's good. The Texans fall to Denver.
Geno Smith drops. Looks. Knocked down! The Jaguars win it!
Overtime win for the Jaguars last week against Las Vegas, and a loss for the Texans to Denver. Tight one, 18-15. It's been an issue for the Texans this season. D'Amico Ryans, they are 0-5 in one-score games. Jacksonville has been excellent in those tight games, and Liam Cohen's team is developing an identity. Snapped a two-game losing streak with that win over the Raiders. Jacksonville won the toss. They have deferred to the second half, so Houston is going to have the football to open this one up. Week 3, it was a 17-10 win for the Texans over the Texans. They have not swept Houston, Jacksonville, since 2017.
Yeah, and Liam Cohen is 1-0, so he's trying to tell his team, this is how we turn this thing around. I know it's 3-12 since 2017, but we are 1-0, and they have a chance today to make it 2-0 and close the door on the Houston Texans playoff chances.
It's going to be Cam Little, the new record holder.
The strip sack, his hand hitting the elbow of Trevor Lawrence.
Cam Little, 68-yard field goal, the longest in NFL history last week. Tom Dempsey set the mark in 1970. Then there was not much movement. This is a...
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by FedEx, the new power move. State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And by Best Buy. Imagine that.
Back here in Houston, where the Jaguars lead at 3-0. The amazing shots of today's game are provided by Nationwide. He's hit just as he got to the 35-yard line on a 32-yard return. This turnaround for Jacksonville, it was gloomy for the Jaguars last season. 4 wins. They had 9 takeaways the entire year, but then the sun has come out for this franchise. Coming into today, 5 wins, 15 takeaways, already have 2 on the day in the opening quarter.
Yeah.
12-yard pickup, catch and run. Let's go to New York and Adam Shine.
Ian, JJ, Kyle Monunga able to pound it in for Chicago, 7-0. And look, it's snowing in Chicago. Football weather. Back to you.
We talked about C.J. Stroud out with a concussion. He's not the only player that the Texans are missing on that offensive line. No Ed Ingram, no Titus Howard, and Jordan Lewis, the nickel for Jacksonville. He's out today with a neck injury, and it was Jarian Jones stepping into that spot, had that opening drive interception.
Yeah.
A poignant moment pregame today as the Texans honored Cowboys defensive lineman Marshawn Nealon after his tragic death earlier this week. If you or someone you know is struggling or needs emotional support, please call or text 988. The Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is available 24/7 to help. Jaguars right now have the 10-0 lead. The offensive issues for Houston, numbers have not been very good. Consistency hasn't been there. They haven't been able to score much. They've got a bunch of ones in the defensive column, but even that, D'Amico Ryan said, we got to do more.
Yeah, there's quite the clear contrast there. No team in the Super Bowl era has ever finished #1, both scoring and total defense, and missed the playoffs or finished with a losing record.
6 yards. Go to New York and Adam Shine.
Ian, JJ, how about this? Jets' second special teams touchdown of the game. Isaiah Williams, 74 yards to the house. Jets, first team with a punt return and kick return for a touchdown in the same quarter since 2013. 14-7 Jets, back to you.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Chili's 3 for Me, the best $10.99 you can eat. And by USAA, official salute to service partner of the NFL.
You can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. There's a deep connection between the two quarterbacks today, and it really started in Georgia with Trevor Lawrence and Davis Mills. They were 1 year apart. Mills was 1 year ahead of Lawrence, but their paths crossed back in youth football. A lot of success. One moved on to Clemson, the other to Stanford. But they played on an all-star team together. And when we asked Trevor Lawrence about Davis Mills, he's like, oh man, I was impressed by Davis.
He was. I was impressed that there's a 6th grade all-star game in Florida, Georgia.
Yeah, let's get more from Evan.
And you mentioned all-star game. Mills look like an all-star right now. Take a look at these pictures, though.
Whoa.
Trevor Lawrence with the Bieber cut, among other things. And then Davis Mills looks draft eligible in this picture. But it was the Florida-Georgia 6th and 7th grade all-star team. Obviously, they were competing for Georgia, but man, a picture says 1,000 things, right?
It does.
There is no chance they're only a year apart there.
Davis Mills had a mortgage and a health care plan. Drive by Marks. He has stood up. Not going to go down. 4-yard pickup. I have to imagine this is a little bit later than 6th or 7th grade for Davis Mills.
And I just love Trevor Lawrence going suns out, guns out with those guns. Much respect. I mean, look, Davis Mills has a watch on.
Yeah,
like he's keeping track of time in 7th grade.
And steps. Just inside the 5. It's a 4-yard pickup. The red zone roadblock for Houston. The numbers have been very ugly despite our high-level graphics package.
They've had a lot of penalties down there. They've hurt themselves. They've also tried to just ram the ball in with their running game. Like I said earlier, trying to be that physical, tough outfit. But they just got stuffed. I mean, last week against Denver, stuffed at the line of scrimmage. And then they finally possibly get in with the quarterback sneak and get the penalty. So we'll see if they can do it here.
Back in Houston, Matthew Wright getting the Texans on the board. And man, has he had a journey in his 7 seasons in the NFL. 10 NFL rosters. He's been on and off practice squads. And I thought, guys, Frank Ross, the special teams coordinator for the Texans, had the best description for him. He's carved out a role as a pinch hitter in this league. He knows his role. He's going to come in a game, a 2 or 3, and then he's out, but he's comfortable with it.
And Evan, he interned as an aerospace engineer. That was his interest if football didn't work out.
Those are very different roles. Kicking a football and building rockets.
In honor of the NFL Salute to Service initiative, the Houston Texans hosted service members and first responders at NRG Stadium for a flag football tournament and skills challenge on Tuesday. Texans rookies were on hand. Defensive tackle Mario Edwards Jr. was there. They served as coaches for the day. Houston's first responders claimed the inaugural Salute to Service Showdown trophy.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by T-Mobile, now the best network in America, and by Uber Eats. When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
Giving you a taste of Houston on the campus of Rice University. Coming up, Verizon Halftime Report. JB in the game. The latest NFL scores, highlights, all coming up. Verizon Halftime Report. Jaguars come into the day 5-3. The Texans interaction at 3-5. You've got the Colts setting the pace at 8-2. This is the weird scheduling snafu for Jacksonville. They are playing Houston for the second time. They are yet to play Indianapolis or Tennessee so far this season.
Yeah, and those divisional games are obviously where you make all your hay and you have the opportunity.
It's good for the stat sheet and a cheer from the crowd, but that's about it.
Yep.
We hit the break with the Jaguars leading the Texans 20-10. Halftime is next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station.
This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal ever with iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch. All on them, but no getting it if you're naughty. You just ate. Don't worry, we know what list you're on. I'm always watching. Always watching. Not always. Boundaries.
Get the powerful new iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan.
A look at the first half highlight presented by State Farm. The punt from Tommy Townsend of Houston. The return of Parker Washington going the distance and giving this Jaguars team a jolt in the first half. Let's check out the first half stats. Just 87 yards of offense for the Jaguars. Houston 198. They got 51 of those on the final play from scrimmage at the end of the second quarter on the pass from Mills to Collins, Ian Eagle, J.J. Watt, Evan Washburn down on the sideline. If you're Jacksonville, maybe you don't want to look at the numbers and you just focus on the score. If you're Houston, you got to figure out some ways to get this thing going in your direction and find some form of rhythm on offense.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. It's been a little bit of a weird game in terms of turnovers, takeaways, punt return, touchdown. Jacksonville has 87 total yards of offense, but leading comfortably by 10. And then the Texans offense kind of found it a little bit there at the end, moving the ball. And then Stingley with the interception, just an incredible interception. But Washington so far has been the highlight of this first half. And so they're going to look to continue to get him going and see if Travis Etienne in the run game can get open.
We talked to Liam Cohen yesterday just how they've gone about their business this season at 5-3, and he said, look, sometimes it's ugly, it's dirty, but it's our job to clean it up. The big key is they are winning games, and they're winning close games. Jacksonville with the football to start the second half. Kick from right, return from Tootin, and he is dropped. Moments ago, Evan Washburn with Liam Cohen.
Hey, Coach, up 10, but just 87 yards of offense. How do you be more effective starting with this first possession?
Yeah, we got to go one play at a time, execute. We're getting beat at the line of scrimmage a little bit in some of the runs, and then we're getting ourselves backwards a few times in some of the known passing situations. So got to stay balanced. They're doing some good things defensively. They got some good players. We got to match that.
Liam, thanks.
Thank you.
Just a pull with like a volleyball on a string. It's pretty straightforward.
Let's take a look at what Houston did well at the end of the half. They did a little screen game, trying to get something happening quickly. Then they moved the pocket to get Davis Mills outside on the run. And then he got the ball out on time against zone to Nico Collins. And he puts it on the right shoulder here. So they got something going a little bit at the end of that. Look for those types of plays to keep it rolling if they want to have success in this second half. Inside all the defenders, and you have to have some serious quickness and agility to do that, which he clearly does.
Woody Marks, fourth-round pick. His given name is Jaquavius, but known as Woody. Rookie out of USC. We've got sad news to share today. Former NFL Commissioner Paul Tagliabue passed away at the age of 84. 17 years as the commissioner of the NFL. He spearheaded new television deals, franchise, and international expansion, helped boost player wages. His legacy is reflected in the continued success of the NFL, and he was enshrined into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We send our deepest sympathies to his family and to the entire NFL community. Lawrence, he will fire back in the end zone. Parker Washington, fantastic grab. Oh, what a move by Washington. He's going the distance. No need to resuscitate.
Jacksonville, hot start.
Jacksonville Jaguars, Houston Texans, AFC South rivalry. Jacksonville up 29-10 on the Texans here at NRG Stadium. So what's at stake today if you're the Jacksonville Jaguars? You're just trying to keep pace. Right now they are in the playoff picture. There's so much time left, which means there is so much that can happen in the AFC. And even those division leaders, Indianapolis, Denver, New England, Pittsburgh, they all feel a bit vulnerable.
Yeah, it's certainly an interesting year in this NFL, and I don't know if Liam Cohen's getting enough credit for what he's doing in Jacksonville. He's got him at 5-3 right now on the precipice of a 6th, and it's still young. It's still an early season, and he's still implementing his identity and his playbook and everything that he wants this team to become. You would imagine that's only going to get stronger and become even better as their season goes on. So give him credit for having them squarely in that playoff picture this early, and look forward, if you're a Jaguars fan, to seeing what he can do as he continues to implement that.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Michelob Ultra Zero. Zero alcohol, just 29 calories. Domino's, get great deals on pizza, bread bites, chicken, desserts, and more. And by AT&T, connecting changes everything.
Yeah, a whole lot of number 99s in attendance here at NRG Stadium. Iron Eagle, J.J. Watt. What's this been like for you? Just this perspective, you've played so many games here.
Yeah,
booth.
It's been very strange to see this stadium from this perspective, to see the Jaguars having so much success against us and give them a ton of credit for what they've been able to do, what Liam Cohen's been able to do. But being on the field pregame with my son and my wife was very special, and it's a memory that I'll have forever.
It's going to back it up. This was pregame. JJ, there's no reason for a forced fumble in that situation.
It's just habit. It's just habit. It might be a roughing the passer in today's NFL, so I got to be careful. But.
And is this?
He wanted to ring around the posy.
Oh, ring around
the rosy.
Oh,
yeah.
We all fall down.
He was having a blast out there. It was really special for us, me and Kaylia. So very thankful to have so many great memories.
Okay. Next Sunday, count on an NFL on CBS doubleheader with early action headlined by outstanding matchup, the Buccaneers and the Bills. Later, crucial game in the AFC West. The Chiefs take on the division-leading Denver Broncos. It all begins at noon Eastern. The NFL Today, you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. Liam Cohen's team leading at 29-24. Lawrence with a touchdown and a pick. Washington, punt return for a touchdown, receiving touchdown. Mills, shaky start with the interception. First possession of the day, but he's recovered. And huge numbers for Nico Collins. NFL Today update. It's Week 10. Here's Adam Shine.
And JJ, Caleb Williams runs it in. 17-yard score as the Bears take the lead. That's 2 touchdowns for Chicago in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. 24-20 Bears. Back to you.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Lowe's. Tackle your to-do list early with Lowe's to earn your Sunday. And by McDonald's.
That drive at 93 yards to take the lead. This is what it looked like for the Texans in the fourth quarter. Got themselves back into this game. There was certainly a time where it looked and felt unlikely for them to be able to come back, but the belief and the offense able to do it, the defense continuing to give them the ball back.
167 yards for Houston in the fourth. Jacksonville has got 2 yards.
Or boundary, protect the boundary, whatever you want to call it, everybody's going to be protecting the sidelines because they don't care if this pass is completed inbounds. 7 seconds is not enough to complete it inbounds and get up there.
They were down by 19 points. Largest comeback in franchise history was 2013 at the Chargers, down by 21. And Rankins takes it the distance. What a way to end it. The Texans come from behind and defeat the Jaguars. And their defense puts the final cherry on top of the sundae.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Only fitting that the defense ends it for the Houston Texans. They protected the sideline. Will Anderson gets home, and Rankins takes it home for the touchdown.
So they outscore the Jaguars officially 26-0 in the fourth quarter. Tremendous rally and an eye-popping highlight to end the day. You never know what you're going to get every Sunday in the NFL. Jacksonville was in control, looked like they were cruising to a 6-3 start to the season. Instead, it's Houston that gets an incredible win at home, and they split the season series with the Jaguars. Coming up next, State Farm postgame show for J.J. Watt, Evan Washburn, Gene Steratore, Ian Eagle saying so long from H-Town. We'll take you back to New York for all of the scores and highlights coming up after this. A thriller in Clutch City.